am such a slacker. No lip gloss, no nothing, and I'm just now realizing that I didn't even hit the other. YouTube has a two-step process now, whereas before it was just a one-step process. So I apologize for not having it together. I'm still learning the YouTube process for going live because they changed everything. So how is everyone this evening? Hello, hello. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. I didn't forget about everyone this evening, so I am here. I am just getting things together. How is everyone? Tonight is just an open night. We will be discussing embroidery or rhinestones or sublimation. Whatever your questions are tonight. We also want to go into a little bit of what we have coming up for 2020. See, it's 2020 now, and things have a tendency to switch over, so to speak. So we are adding some things into the rotation here at the Baby's Booty Studios. And one of the things is when I say I'm going to do a video, I am determined to stick to it this time. It's interesting how no matter how hard I try to schedule videos, I have customers that come and say, oh, wait, but by the way, can you do this? And we need it by like yesterday. And then I'm swamped and overwhelmed with work and cannot get to my videos, and that's about to stop. That's going to be a no-no. So I actually have been referring my embroidery potential prospective businesses out to other people because I'm getting tired. Getting tired of being abused. So I want to say hello to everyone. Let me go into the chat. If you are new, I'm Eve with The Baby's Booty, and this is a channel where we go into embroidery, we go into sublimation, and we also cover quite a bit with rhinestones as well. And we are a crafting channel, so everything here is tutorial based and teaching you how to utilize your resources to be able to accomplish those cool crafts that you've had your eye on doing for quite some time. So from embroidery, using the Cricut, now using the Silhouette, embroidery using the 6-needle multi-needle machines, also our single needle machine, as you see sitting right back here behind me, because I was setting up to do a tutorial just earlier this evening, so trying to get all of that back into the swing of things. So that's what we do here. However, during our lives on Sunday, I prefer to say hello to those wonderful people who have taken the time out of their busy schedules to join us live. So I'm going to say hello. So about the first 30 minutes is probably just a bunch of back and forth. Hey, how you doing? How's it been? That type stuff. Saying hi, answering random questions. But about 30 minutes in, we'll get into the meat of the discussion, even though tonight is not a structured discussion. But about 30 minutes in, we'll get more serious into answering any questions you may have in regards to those 3 crafting subjects. So and we also go into, we're going to discuss the cruise. Okay, so if you are not familiar with the custom craft cruise, we will be discussing that briefly tonight because it is now January. We only have 5 months left till this cruise, and if you don't know about it, you need to know about it now because your time is running all the way out, and we need to make sure everybody's on the same page. Speaking of which, I need to do something, and I'm gonna have to write myself a note to take care of that. Alexa, set me a reminder in 2 hours.
What's the reminder for?
To call Stephanie.
Okay, I'll remind you in 2 hours.
Cool beans. I love Alexa. She is so awesome. You're awesome, Alexa. So at any rate, what I'm going to do.
Prime Video.
Oh no, Alexa, cancel. So we are going to go ahead and say hello to everyone that's in the chat. And then once we say hello to everyone that's in the chat, then we'll get into the rest of the discussion. So I said hello to Tanya, and I'm going to say it again. Hello, Tanya. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Robin Bryant. Hello, Teresa Jackson. Sheila Cushenberry. So Crafty. Hello. How are you all? Salty Gravy. Hello, Salty Gravy. How are you? Cheryl Malone. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't say it right. Hi, Sheila Cushenberry. Welcome, Sheila. Good to see you. Cheryl Malone, Treasured Designs. Hello from Columbus, Georgia. Welcome. Alessio Cruz. Hello. How are you? Blanca. Hello. Welcome. You're a newbie. We appreciate you joining us. We love having you here. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Glenn F. Hashtag Hoot Group. That's what's up. Hello, Glenn. How are you? Eddie Jr. What's good with you? Carmen from California. Welcome. American Eagle. Hello, my dear. How are you? Deborah says hello from Louisiana. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I don't remember seeing you, so welcome definitely to our channel. Dishelle1, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Love having you here. And Felicia Storm, love your name. Hello, welcome to you as well. Contessa Harris, hey darling, how are you? Angelia Baker says hello to me and the Hoot group. Let's see who else we have here. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Eddie Jr. says hello to Miss Debbie, so I hope you saw that. To be named later. Well, hello. How are you? Let me know what you're going to be named later. Oh, cool. Tanya, you got your Hamilton Beach convection oven for Christmas. Hello. Holler. That's what's up. You see mine behind, whoop, this way. There's my Hamilton Beach back there. I'm moving things around in the shop. So over the next few weeks, you'll see some changes. Don't be alarmed. We're moving some things around to prepare for some awesomeness that's coming down the pipes. Now, Miss Tanya, you are fortunate because you got a new baby, so we need to ring the bell for you. However, and I need to change this. So if I haven't changed it yet tonight, but I'm going to. We now have purple bells to ring. Okay, so that are labeled like they're supposed to be. Thank you to Justin. If you're not in here yet and you watch the replay, Justin looked out for us. I have been waiting on these decals to go on these bells, and I haven't been able to get them, but he got them for me, had them made for me. So now each one of the bells has a decal on it. All right, so we wanted to make sure that McQuackins was on there, and we wanted to make sure that We Hoop as a group is on there. All right, and we also wanted to be sure, which I wasn't waiting on the decals for that, but each bell is numbered and is signed. Okay, so you'll know that it's an authentic, because it does have the bell, the decals in it will have the official signature on the inside, and there's supposed to also be a seal that will be applied on the inside. So here are official bells. Now I'm going to ring the bell for Tanya, but I also want to let you know something really cool about these bells. I was listing them for sale. Right now they are still listed, but I'm if I don't forget, I'm going to take them down. They're not going to be for sale anymore because of something else we'll be announcing soon. But for the time being, I'm going to ring this for Tanya. So congratulations on your new Hamilton Beach oven, my dear. Congratulations. You will be sublimating some really cool stuff in your oven. And actually, speaking of that, so there's a lot that's been going on behind the scenes that I want to point out. Now, number one, 4 weeks ago now, I believe it was, we did a live where we used the convection oven to sublimate with, so that you guys could see how that works. And I did my skinny tumbler, which of course I don't have in here with me, and I also did a camp mug, if I'm not, no, stemless wine glass tumbler, which I don't have over here with me either. And we sublimated both of those live so that you could see how cool that was and how it worked in the sublimation oven. The downside is I was just getting used to the new YouTube interface and accidentally deleted that live video. So that's why that Sunday there is no video to watch. because I deleted it on accident. So I went to order a new tumbler and a new stemless wine glass tumbler to do the video all over again. Minus probably Justin, because he came and crashed the show. But we were going to redo the video. I was going to redo the video, the live, and they're out of those stemless wine, the skinny tumblers. Oh my gosh, y'all. They're out of the skinny tumblers. So I can't redo the skinny tumbler, and that kind of like bummed me out because I love that skinny tumbler. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's really cute, and it's so popular that they ran out of it. So he said the back order is to February, I believe. So I probably won't be able to do a skinny tumbler until February, but maybe I could redo the project on a different type of tumbler. But the way the skinny tumbler was, with it being so straight up and down and uniform all the way around, made it so easy to sublimate. So I was really looking forward to doing that, but I may not get to do it until February, which right now we're coming up into 2 weeks into January already. So who knows, February will be here right around the corner, and maybe I'll get to do it really sooner than I think. But I wanted to mention that we are still on tap to redo our live sublimation in the oven, but the skinny tumbler is not available anymore. So, and I didn't even ask about the stemless wine glass because I was so frustrated about the skinny tumbler being sold out. But it is a very nice tumbler, so I'm not surprised. I love my tumbler. I drink from it every night. So I wanted to mention that first, because you did mention the Hamilton Beach oven, and then we'll also go into the thing with the bell, because I definitely want to say that. So Gail McNair, hello from Tucson, Arizona. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Aisha Graham, hi from Trinidad and Tobago. Holler. Just got my Royal Press 13 by 18 5-in-1 heat press. Woo! Congratulations, girl. Holler. Yes, like you needed any more heat down there in Trinidad and Tobago. Congratulations on your new baby. You'll be heat pressing and making some really cool stuff down there, I am sure. If you are not a part of the Hoot group, please definitely give us a join, and you can showcase some of the things that you're doing with your heat press. We love new projects, and look forward to seeing what you have in store with your new baby. Cindy Lou says, good evening, Eve, and everyone on here tonight. Hello, how are you? Felicia says, got to love Alexa. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with Alexa. Rolanda says, hello to you as well. Marcy Reed, hello, welcome, thank you for joining us. Cupcakes 701, hello, how are you? A Garden for Mom, welcome, thank you for joining us as always. Melinda Barber, hello, I finally got to be on a live. Yes ma'am, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Always a pleasure to have folks joining us, especially for the first time. We love having you here. Thank you. Monet says, hello from New York City. Welcome, my dear. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining us. T Pink, hello. How are you? She look at you very yas. Love it. Melinda Barber got a new baby, a WF7710, the same baby I have right there. Congratulations. Sublimation in the house. Holler. Congratulations, ma'am. You're gonna have a lot of fun with your 7710. I've been sublimating all kinds of stuff, and I got a really cool video coming up on sublimation. I was gonna try and record it tonight. We'll see how this live goes, whether or not I'll get to record it tonight or not. But if not tonight, I'll be working on it tomorrow, and it's sublimating things from Dollar Tree. So that's going to be a lot of fun, because it's a really good turnaround in money, because you're getting something from Dollar Tree for $1, sublimating it, and then you turn around and sell it for a lot. You can make good money from sublimating Dollar Tree items. So looking forward to showcasing that video. So you'll have fun with that, Miss Melinda. Monet says, hey from New York City. Hello again. I apologize. Kamala says, hello from Philadelphia. First time here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here. And so for you guys that are in here, please let me know and let everyone else know, if you don't mind, in the chat. Are you here because of doing sublimation or embroidery or bling, or is it embroidery and bling, or is it sublimation, or is it all three? Which one are you here for? I'd love to hear from you. Eddie Jr. says, be right back. Gotta get the kids to bed. Yes, let's put them babies down, bruh, so you can have a break. I remember those days. Lynn says, hello, how are you? How are you? To be named later says, it's Sandra from Oklahoma. Well, hey, Sandra. I still like the name to be named later. That's really cute. I like it. It has an air of mystery. I love it. Miss Social Dev, hello, hello, how are you? Shonda Coleman says, hello from Arkansas. I love the bells. Can't wait to hear more about your future plans for them. Yes, it's going to be really cool. So I can kind of go into it briefly and let you know. So the one cool announcement with this channel is YouTube is constantly unlocking things for us to do to make our channels more fun and more interactive with the viewers. So one of the really cool things that I didn't think I would be qualified for, but somehow I am, is channel memberships, right? So now you guys, after I get it set up, it's not set up yet because I'm still going through mentally how this is going to work. You will now be able to sign up to be a member of this channel. So what does that mean? So memberships on YouTube will allow, number one, you to financially support the channel if you would like to do so on a monthly recurring basis. And it's completely easily cancelable. You don't have to keep it every single month if you don't want to, but if you do, it will be a great resource of financial support for the channel, and really cool. And yes, perks do come with that. I have to set up what those perks are, however, but one of the main perks that comes with having a membership to a specific channel is that you get badges and you get certain emojis that are exclusive to members. So you'll have a little badge by your name that shows how long you've been a member of the channel and how long you've been supporting the channel. And you'll also get to use special emojis that I'll be creating to use in the chat. So certain things, like for instance, when we ring the bell, I'll have a special bell emoji. So even if you don't have a bell, you'll be able to put the little bell emojis in the chat that instead of looking up an emoji to put into your chat whenever you're live with us and want to express, something really cool with the emojis. So I'm super excited about getting those set up for you guys. There's going to be several tiers of membership costs. So there'll be a minimum tier membership. So the minimum will be like $1,000 a month, and then the next one would be I'm just kidding. I don't know who heard that, and they were probably like, what? No, she didn't say that. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll probably do something really, really, really simple and small, maybe $5 a month or something like that, to get started. And then the next tier will be another price, and then the next tier is another price. Well, one of those tiers will come with a bell. So that's why I'm not going to sell these anymore. What I'm actually going to do is attach these to a monthly tier. So once you sign up and enroll for that tier, you will automatically get one of these sent to you. Not sure which tier just yet, but that's how that's going to work, to show appreciation for supporting our channel on an ongoing membership basis. So I'm really excited about that, and I wasn't going to say anything until I actually had it set up and launched it, but I think I believe fully in being open to you guys and letting you guys know what's going on behind the scenes as much as possible that I can divulge, and then letting you have some input on it. So definitely reach out to me via email and let me know if you have any questions about the memberships, the tiers, and what you think we should do for some of the benefits for some of the tiers, right? So, depending upon whatever tier it is, like for instance, the one tier that has a bell, that will come as definitely one of the perks for the membership for the very first month of you enrolling in that specific tier. Then the next tier, the next month, you can have some input in what you think would be really cool perks for the different levels. I don't mind getting input from you guys because, of course, everything involving this channel is for your benefit. I mean, that's the whole point in having this channel, is to benefit you guys in one fashion or another. So that's definitely something we're looking forward to. So that's what's going on with the bells, Miss Shonda. Always appreciate you being in chats and helping keep us live and in color on the Baby's Booty channel. So yes, super excited about channel memberships. I didn't think I would ever qualify for that, but they actually unlocked it for me last week, and so I was like, oh man, this is really cool. So I've been like praying over, trying to figure how I was going to get this stuff set up and whether or not I was even going to do it. But I think we'll go ahead and go with it, even though YouTube does get a percentage. I want to say 30% or something like that, and to some people that's steep. But at the end of the day, I do appreciate the fun that's going to be tied to it with the emojis and the badges and the perks that we'll be offering. I think it's going to balance that out, in my opinion, and not be a bad thing. I don't think so. I appreciate you guys definitely supporting the channel, and even if you don't get a membership, no worries, we're cool. The thing is, if for those who do want to and have always asked me about it, now is going to be an opportunity where you definitely could do something, because Patreon even takes a percentage if you do a Patreon account. So at least with this, I'm not locked into Patreon, so to speak. So I already have the YouTube channel, and I think it'll just help flourish it that much more. So I'm really excited about it. Carla Woody says, good evening, Eve. Been having some great embroidering this week from Heavenly Stitches by Carla Woody. That's what's up. Have you been posting pictures? If you're in the Hoot group, I would love to see. Even if you're not in the Hoot group, feel free to email pictures and say, hey, this is what I'm working on this week. And I'll respond as soon as I possibly can. But I definitely generally get back to people and, you know, interact with them as well. Hey, Will, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. It has been a crazy week. I was looking forward to hearing from whenever you were going to be here, but it has been a crazy week, so I apologize. And then tomorrow and Tuesday is going to be absolutely worse. So not sure that, I don't know when you were planning to come, but tomorrow and Tuesday is going to be tragic for me. So PJ Coppage, hello everybody. Sorry I'm late. No worries. PJ Coppage, we always welcome you here. Jesse Gibson, hello, welcome to our channel. Appreciate you being here. I haven't seen your name before. Yolanda Williams, hello, how are you? Justin is in the house. Hello, Justin. Cindy Lou, the stemless wine glasses are still in stock in silver and white. Okay, cool. So I'll definitely try to get that stemless wine glass reordered, but that skinny tumbler was everything. I absolutely loved it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that getting back in stock. Dexter Wilson, hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Carla Woody, hello, how are you? Kindred Jazz Tees, hello from South Carolina. Hi, Eve and everyone. Hello to you as well, Kindred Jazz Tees. Thank you for joining us this evening. Sarita, I got my 5-in-1 heat press. Well, congratulations, Sarita. Holla. You're going to have some fun, girl. That 5-in-1, you can do mugs, you can do hats, you can do plates, you can do shirts. You're going to have a lot of fun with that 5-in-1. I absolutely love it. Aisha says, yes, I am part of the Hoot group. Now I am waiting on my printer to fully delve into sublimation. Can't wait. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. And y'all know what? I did it again this week. See, they got so much for us to have to do to prepare to go live that I forget to do the things that I'm supposed to do. And I just realized I don't have my here it is. How could y'all even hear me under the fan? My mic is way over here. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better? I'm gonna actually mount the microphone right here. I'm gonna have to start. You know what I need to do? I need to do a checklist of stuff that I need to do before going live, and I'm gonna put it right up there above my camera so that I can remember, because this is crazy. Vocal coach Donna Flynn, hey from Toronto, happy to be joining you tonight. Well, hello, vocal coach. Can you tell I need your help? Look, I might have to call you. Can you help me get my words right, ma'am? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here with us from Toronto. Very, very awesome. Let us see. Let us see. I have, wow, y'all was talking. I didn't even realize it. I was way behind. Sheila Cushionberry says good evening to Will and Justin. So Crafty says she's interested in all three or does all three. Kendra Jazz Tees, Embroidery and Subs, T Pink, Embroidery and Bling. Cool. Robin Bryant, all three. Aisha, Sublimation and Embroidery. Tanya says I'm here for everything. I love it. Carmen says all three. Carla says Embroidery. PJ Coppage, all three. Marcy, Sublimation and Bling. Cindy Lou, it's cool how many of you guys. Salty Gravy as well for all three. Anointed Song, hi Anointed Song, it has been a minute. I'm here because I haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, it has been a while, but I'm glad to have you back with us and here in our live. Sheila Cushionberry says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That's what's up. Will says, I'm here to have fun. I know that's right. I think that's all of us. I know that's me especially. I love to have fun. Treasure Designs is all embroidery, bling, and vinyl. And you know what? I have I'm this close. Wait a minute. Let me get a little bit close. This close to kicking vinyl all the way to the curb. I am so irritated and fed up with vinyl. It's crazy. Sarita says all three. Angelia, Embroidery, Learn Sublimation, and anything else, and that's what we are going to do. Yolanda Williams, I just got me a brother SE600 and the Epson 7710. That's definitely an awesome double bell ring. Yes! Congratulations, Yolanda. That baby got a SE600 and the Sublimation printer. She is really gonna be doing big things, so definitely post pictures of what you're working on, and if you have any questions, please post them in the Hoot group. We will definitely work to get those questions answered, so we want to make sure you get off to a really good start. Rolanda says, I want to learn sublimation and bling. Well, we are here to help you with that for sure. Kelly says, hey lady, great to see you. Well, hello, how are you? Welcome, good to have you here with us. Felicia, I am on a cast for the several months, so I'm interested in all of the above. Happy to be here live. Well, we're gonna have to see if we can't get you doing some stuff while that cast is on, okay? You be careful, and I'm hoping that you mend up very quickly. Melinda says, I learned embroidery from watching your videos. Oh, cool beans. Thank you for letting me know that. Made quite a bit of money with my PE 800 I got last April. Can't wait to see what sublimation will do for my business. Sublimation will take it over the top. I'm trying to tell y'all, it'll take it way over the top. So sublimation has such a low price point turnaround, meaning you can invest very little and then end up making quite a bit, because it resonates with people because it's so custom. That's what I love about sublimation. The level of customization is insane, and the things that you can sublimate, the clarity is ridiculous. So just about no matter what you're sublimating on, it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. So I do definitely suggest sublimation if there's any way you can fit it into your customization business. Even if it's on a small scale, there's a lot you can do on a small scale, which you will see in the Dollar Tree sublimation video. There's quite a bit that you can get from Dollar Tree and sublimate, and it's a really quick turnaround as well, y'all. Oh, I'm so excited to show you all how all of that is going to work, and we'll have a link in the description showing how those extra supportive things you can get to help make it easier will be down in the description, so that you can get off to a really good start. So yes, I do love sublimation. Will, at one point it wasn't 20K, it was more than that. So that's why I was like, I didn't think I would ever get to it. So they must have dropped it recently and I didn't know it. Rare Find says, I have the equipment to do all three, but have not tried out my Ricoma embroidery machine as of yet. It takes time. All of those needles can be intimidating, but I'm here to tell you, once you get into it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, why did I not do this sooner? So the embroidery, especially with the multi-needle, it's almost unlimited what you can do, and it's really fun. It'll keep you really busy. It will keep you busy once you get started in on it. So congratulations on the Ricoma, but definitely get that baby up and running so that you can make the money to, you know, go with the embroidery machine and all those needles. You definitely want to get into it. And Deborah just bought a PR670E, so that's 6 needles of absolutely lusciousness. Congratulations! Your PR670 entrepreneur. Congratulations, ma'am. Hope you have a lot of fun with that. Carmen says, what, you scared me? Uh-oh, who scared you? Oh, with the $1,000 a month? Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do you like that. Hello, Butterfly Jai. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Kendra Jazz just saw this new membership information on Stan Blank's live channel. Yeah, it's starting to, they like I said, they had to have dropped it a little bit, the qualifications, because I remember seeing the original qualifications and I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be forever till I make it to that point. And there are so many people that interact on a regular basis here on this channel that I know would absolutely love to have the little emojis and have the badges, because they're regular here on this channel. So that's why I was like really excited that they even offered that. But then when I saw what the requirements were, I want to say it was something like 50K at one point. And that's why I was like, oh man, I'm never gonna it's gonna be forever before I reach that. So that's why I was like, but they must have dropped it. And Justin Crazy Self talking about he need to borrow money from Will to do that $1,000 membership a month. I don't know that he'll agree with that. Miss Ethel Smith says, good evening and happy New Year's. Good evening to you, Miss Ethel. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Marge Campbell says hello to everyone. And Janet McKinney. Hello, Janet McKinney. How are you? Carol Coleman must have had a nap. Thank you for joining me, Mom. How are you? Welcome. Pamela Denmon says, hello, Eve. I'm in for all 3. You have my sewing room packed, trying to keep up with you. I'm sorry. It's hilarious when you stop and think about it, because when I talked to the people at Dytrans, Conde Systems, and I was like, you know, trying to figure how to do the tumbler, and they was like, yeah, no, we use the convection oven to do it. And I'm like, oh my God, where do I have room to add an oven on, in addition to the embroidery machines and then the heat press and then the printer, you know? But I squished it in right there in the middle, even though it's gonna move this week if I can get the time to do so. But yes, you can end up with a lot of toys to be able to accomplish a lot of the things that we do here, to try and encourage you to make a little bit of extra money. So, and have fun all at the same time. So I apologize. Will, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, even though I don't think that's what Justin was talking about. Justin says he needed $1,000. So look, I'm gonna have to start him out with that 20 and send it to him so he can have the $1,000 membership. Oh man, that is hilarious. I think that's gonna be fun. Felicia says, you have educated us above and beyond. We can definitely show you love. Sign me up. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm really looking forward to the memberships and see how you guys can do with the emojis and stuff. That's going to be fun. I'm excited about that one. Keisha, where can you get the memberships? You just logged in. I haven't activated the memberships as of yet. That's something that's going to be done here soon. So definitely I'll let you know. It should be activated by next week, actually. That's the plan. It'll be activated by next week so that prior to the next live you will have your emojis and your badges and stuff. So I will definitely shoot out a memo on the Hoot group, and there will be a oh gosh, what is it called? A post in the stories on YouTube. So I'll have a post. But I also, they encourage us to have an introduction video to the memberships. So that will also be on there as well. So I have a lot on my plate this week. I have a lot on my plate, including getting ready to talk about the cruise. So we'll get to that in a moment. Deborah, hello, how are you? Kendra Jazz T says, I made Kwanzaa cutting boards using Dollar Tree and vinyl. Aww. So you mentioned one of the things that will be in the Dollar Tree sublimation video, and that's what this is. This is a Dollar Tree cutting board, so that's going to be in there as well, and that was going to be one of the projects that we were going to address in that video. So yes, Kendra Jazz Tees, you beat me to the punch on that one. Will says he's thinking about Thursday is his birthday. Well, you are going to have a lot of fun this week. That's why you took time off, right? I didn't know that. Marianne says hello, finally caught you live again. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. I appreciate it. Let's see. Dorothy Gaston says hello from the STL. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My dad just went through St. Louis. Anointed Song. Hello, Miss Eve. How do we join the Hoot group? The link is at this website, as you see below, thebabiesbooty.com, and then the upper right hand corner you will see join Hoot group. There is a link up at the top, and you can click there and you can get into the Hoot group. American Eagle, I can hear you a lot better. I'm running the machines and could barely hear you over them. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna have to put me up a little cheat sheet to say, hey, did you do this, did you do that? Because I will forget. Deborah says, I'm here mostly for embroidery, but interested in all three. And Miss Carol Coleman, thank you very much for the super chat and the support of the channel. You guys are totally awesome. I really appreciate it, my dear. Thank you very, very much. We need to get the memberships going so y'all can have your things to let you know when each one of the regulars are in here. That's the other thing that I like about it, because it shows the folks that are here all the time, and we definitely want to show you all some love, some special love. Deborah says, I'm here for mostly embroidery but interested in all three. Well, we're going to feed that interest and see what we can do for you. Let's see, Justin says, oh yeah, Justin, he is supposed to be coming through Charlotte at some point. Wanda Collins, hello, how are you? Miss Social Deb says, embroidery and vinyl for me. Awesome. Let's see. Will, I have kicked vinyl to the curb for sure. I am embroidery and sublimation only now, and earrings. That's right. You had a lot of earrings done at one point. How have those sales been going? I've been meaning to ask you. Treasure Design says, my son has taken over the vinyl and getting into screen printing. Now, screen printing is cool. It's a little too messy for me. And I don't definitely have the room, because if I did screen printing, I would want the dryer thingy that the stuff goes through, and then I would want the big multiple turny thingy, and I don't have the room for that. I don't have the room for that in here. Even in the warehouse part out there, I don't. So I had to learn to pick my battles and go for the small scale stuff. Even though you can't tell looking at that red line, because that red line is big, but I'm super excited about having that in here. Yolanda, most certainly, thank you. You just need to pick a niche. Yes, well, niches are hard to pick, especially when everything is so interesting and there's so much you can do with all of it. But if that's what you need to do, definitely pick a niche. All right. Kelly says, I too am not thrilled. I love the way you said that. I too am not thrilled with vinyl. Yeah, vinyl is a pain. I don't like it. Nakomi Butler, I just got the Brother SE 1900 for Christmas. Congratulations, ma'am. Let's go ahead and get that bell ring for you and your new baby. SE 1900 in the house. Congratulations. All these purple bell rings we got going on. Justin, did you see the bell with the decals? I told them that you helped me get the stickers for the bells, so that we can have them super cute with the decals on them. And each bell is signed and numbered. So if you get a bell with the memberships, it will have a special number attached to it. You will have a one of a numbered kind bell, and it will be where I know who has what. Thank you, Justin, for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it very, very much. Felicia Storm says, oh, thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Leah says, I took a nap earlier so I could stay up. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm hoping in the next week or two, we might back it up back to 9 o'clock. We'll see how things go. But so far, we've had a lot of fun here at 10 p.m. We really have. And the Texas crowd, the California crowd has been showing quite a bit of love to the channel. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. Camilla says, I'm here for embroidery and bling. I just got a brother LB 7000. Congratulations on your new baby. You guys, please be sure to share your projects. I would love to see the things that you're working on your embroidery machine, because we all need motivation, especially now that some folks are suffering burnout from the holidays and they just want to like woo-saw and do something fun for themselves. So definitely show us what you got working on under your needle. Justin says, don't hate on the vinyl. That's how people got here. I understand. However, you know I hate the weeds. So, and I'll tell you that in a hot minute. You was like, okay, I get it. Yeah, I don't like the weed. Dorothy Thomas says, hi, Eve. Hello, Dorothy. How are you? Welcome. Diana Henderson, hi, Eve and everyone. What program do you use to do your pictures for sublimation? I am old school. So I use Microsoft Publisher for mine. And what I've learned is Microsoft Publisher allows me to keep my colors true to what I see on the screen. So I prefer Microsoft Publisher. However, I have used Photoshop. I think it's Adobe. I have used Adobe Photoshop before. But I was having trouble getting my colors to be what I wanted them to be. So I definitely prefer Publisher, because again, like I said, I'm old school and I know that program backwards and forwards and up and down, blindfolded and such. So that's what I use. But any photo editing program where you can resize pictures is a good program to use. And you definitely want to use a program that will allow you to add text and shapes, like a square background or something to that effect. And what I also, the reason also why I use both the Photoshop and the Publisher is because in Photoshop I can take the background out of pictures fairly easily. You can't do that in Publisher. So I kind of use a combination of both, but whenever I'm done in Photoshop, I bring it over into Publisher to put my stuff together and then print it out. So that's pretty much how I do that way. Do you know, Felicia says, do you know if sublimation is possible on ceramic tile? Yes, it is. I have designed on them with 651 vinyl that turned out nice. Ceramic tile, if it's coated for sublimation, yes, you can. As a matter of fact, and I don't have the book here with me, but dyetrends.com, if you go on to their website, they definitely, if you don't have an account, go ahead and sign up for an account under the Baby's Booty. Let them know the Baby's Booty referred you so that you can get second tier pricing. So you'll get a discount on anything that you order. But they do have different tiles that you can purchase, different sizes, and sublimate directly on them. And they even have frames. So if you wanted to make a collage of sorts, like say for instance, use 9 tiles and make one big picture out of 9 tiles and then frame it, they have that set up so that you can do all of that. It's really cool. I know for myself personally, at one point I was looking to do a tile backsplash in my kitchen, and I thought that would be really cool to be able to sublimate my own design onto the tile backsplash. So it's something I've been toying an idea with for quite some time, but I haven't fully committed to that idea just yet, because if I go and try to remodel my kitchen, I'm sure I'm going to end up spending on more than just that backsplash. So I'm just like, you know what, just wait. Just wait, Eve, and give it a little bit of time. But that, I thought that would be a cool idea, and I would love to see what someone does with that. Justin McCoy says, I think I might lose my bell over it. No, you will not lose your bell. Justin, your bell is already numbered, safe, and set off to the side because you asked. Brenda says, I have a PE 770, still learning to use it. It is an awesome machine. That's a really fun machine to have. So please definitely look into it, take your time, and have fun. That 770 is a perfect home machine to use for some of the simplest projects, and you can get a lot done with it. Cecilia Rodriguez, hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rare Fine Design says, thank you for the advice. I will watch a few more videos, then take the leap. Blessings. You're welcome. You're welcome. Wanda Collins says, I meet Will. You've met Will? Will is awesome sauce. So if you're in South Carolina, that makes sense. Vocal Coach says, I'm just starting. I have the SE600, Epson 7710, and a heat press. Here for embroidery and sublimation, but bling sounds fun too. It can be a lot of fun, and it can be really addicting. So you kind of have to be careful with bling because there's so much that you can do, and then it's so pretty. It's so pretty because, you know, we ladies in a lot of instances love shiny, blingy, diamond, mesmerizing type things, and bling definitely fits that bill. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful. Carol Coleman says, you know I did. I know. Thank you. Cecilia Rodriguez from Salisbury. Hello, hello. I was just there the other day. I should have, I wish there was a way I could have reached out to you because I was just in Salisbury. I really was. Let's see, when did I go? I want to say it was Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday. I was in Salisbury visiting my daughter. Tammy Croft, loving my new brother VE 2300 named Faith. Have we rang the bell for you? Congratulations on Faith, your VE 2300. Holla. Yes, congratulations on all these babies. These are babies. I'm trying to tell you, Marianne Lear got your workforce 7720. Holla. Look at all these babies. Y'all gonna have fun. Y'all gonna have me busy trying to teach all this crazy stuff. We're gonna have to figure that out. Carmen says, so true about what you said about sublimation. I have been sublimating since you shared with us. And how has it been turning out for you? Is it excellent with the turnaround and how people are able to get something that means so much to them on items that are permanent? Man, it's just something about that. And people absolutely love it. I get the most compliments on my bracelet because it's, you know, my family and my kids and my husband and my in-laws, you know, and people absolutely love that. They're like, oh, how did you do that? And I'm like, sublimation. So I love sublimation because nowhere else would I be able, no other way would I be able to get something that means so much to me right here unless I was able to do sublimation. Because to embroider this, I mean, you can embroider pictures, but not this small to be on a bracelet and you actually see and know what everything is. So I love sublimation. Sublimation is totally awesome with the customization part and being able to create something that means so much. Good evening, Samika. I hope I said that correctly. Samika Blanche. Good evening. What digitizing software do you use for your embroidery projects that is easy to use? Thank you. Love your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you letting me know that. The digitizing software, there are a couple of options. And you said your keyword was easy to use. Now, once you learn how to use the programs, all of them are pretty easy once you get into the hang of it. But if you're wanting something that's super easy and not too many buttons and stuff like that for you to figure out, and the price is reasonable, Sew Art. So I talk about Sew It Pro a lot here on this channel. It's an embroidery editing program, but Sew Art is also it's a digitizing program rather. And it is a companion to Sew It Pro. All right, so it's the same company that made Sew It Pro makes Sew Art. And Sew Art is about the simplest interface that you can get to 1-2-click digitize a project. There's also a channel, Clever Dog Designs. Stephanie usually comes in to the channel here a lot of times with our lives, and she has Clever Dog Designs. She uses Sew Art and she teaches it. She's actually going to teach it on the cruise as well. So if you're interested in digitizing, I would definitely check out her channel. because Digitizing, with that program, I use it, but I don't teach it. So I left that up to her when I saw she had the channel, and I loved her teaching style, and she digs right into it. I just don't have the time to do Digitizing as well. I have a couple of videos out there on Willcom Hatch. Willcom is a good program as well. Willcom is $1,000. So if you are not wanting to invest that much, then Sew Art is $75. So it's a huge price difference. So you could check that out as well. Dedra, hello, how are you? Salty Gravy says, I can do the $1,000 membership. If I can put it on layaway, I should be done by 2025. Well, no, that's 5 years. Go you. Shoot, I would have said 2030. $1,000 membership. No, I'm not gonna do you like that. Yamake Creation, hi Eve, and you all, hello. Wow, I love you so much to be awake at 4:39 a.m. Tuesday morning to not miss your live. Thank you, because 4:39, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would be thumb in the mouth, turned over, drooling in my sleep. I do not get up at 4 nothing unless it's an emergency. And even then, I'm like super groggy. I need my sleep. So thank you for joining us. Uh-oh. I forgot to turn off my ringer, and hang on one moment, y'all. Hello. Hey, baby. How are you? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. And guess what? I am live on YouTube talking to you at the same time. I know. How long will you be available? Because you're at lunch, right? Okay. I'll call you back. Bye. I am sorry. Very rarely do I answer my phone, but that was an important call. Let us see. Kendra Jazz says, Eve, you're fed up with vinyl. Yes, I am. I am very fed up with vinyl. Vinyl, okay. Those of you in here who do vinyl, and do shirts mainly, that's pretty much what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about signs or stickers, or I'm talking about shirts. All right, Justin, I know you know what I'm getting ready to say, but for those in here who do vinyl, hear me out. Let me know if I'm wrong. All right, so one of the things that I look at when it comes to expanding my business and finding something that will be financially beneficial for my business, one of the things that I look for is something that's easy to get into. Okay, vinyl is very easy to get into. It's simple to get the vinyl. The Cricut was simple. I mean, and you can use the Cricut for so many other things. So, adding vinyl to it, not that big of a deal. Shirts are not super expensive if you know where to purchase them. And there's a wide variety of things you can do with vinyl. There's the glitter vinyl, there's holographic vinyl, there's regular vinyl, there's easy weed, stretch, there's, the list goes on and on. My problem with vinyl isn't so much of the ease of use and how to do it. Number two, one of the other things that happened once I got into vinyl, the price of vinyl skyrocketed. That was like, a shock to me, because all of a sudden, I guess when I got into doing vinyl, I came in at a time where everybody was doing vinyl. And I assumed that with the huge boom of folks that were getting into vinyl, the vinyl shops collectively were like, we're missing out on a chunk of money, because all of these people are at home and they're doing vinyl, and there's more people doing vinyl. We need to go up in price. And they did. And the price of vinyl just shot sky high, in my opinion. I'm saying sky high because I'm an El Cheapo, but the price of vinyl did go up quite considerably. So I was like, wait a minute, my profits of what I was charging for a shirt had to change. And the folks that I dealt with didn't feel that change quite as much. Now, I do have some customers who are like, okay, they're cool with the price of the change in price, but for the majority of the people, they weren't trying to pay that much for glitter vinyl or whatever. And so it just ended up being more of a hassle in trying to negotiate a price, which I shouldn't have to negotiate a price, but they were not willing to cover the cost for the vinyl. So that's number one, and I mean number two technically. But then also what I found is a lot of times people want these intricate t-shirt designs with all these different color vinyls to it, and they're detailed, and you're having to weed. I still didn't turn my ringer off, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't ring for Mary Ann Lear. What time is it? I'll go back and check. I have a watchdog in the chat let me know that I gotta make sure I ring for everybody. But the vinyl sucks. It's just, you doing all that weeding, and then so a job that should be easy, that, you know, you're charging this particular price for a vinyl shirt, and now all of a sudden they want all this detailed work done. Like, for instance, I agreed to do a shirt for someone, and fortunately in my instance with this shirt, I agreed to do it for free because it was someone that I knew very, very well. But when I went to do that shirt, it was a design with hair, and it had a lot of curls to it. And so when you go to weed that, oh my God, all of the little teeny sections, oh no, that burnt it. That was like, it's a wrap. Not doing that no more. Not going to do that no anymore. So, you know, I wasn't feeling it in the least little bit. And so that is why I ended up saying no to vinyl as much as possible. Now, I do still have a couple of customers that I do vinyl for, and it grinds my gears every time I have to do vinyl, but I do it anyway because they are regular customers that come on a regular basis, so I go ahead and do it. But that's my Kendra Jazz Tees, my long answer to my decision on kicking vinyl to the curb as much as possible. Will earring sales were crazy during the holidays. I have close to 1,000 pairs now. So if you guys are interested in some super gorgeous embroidery earrings, Will has some. So Will, are they listed on your website? Because I want folks to go and look at your gorgeous earrings. So please put a link in the chat if you have a link to where they can go and buy earrings. Elizabeth Walker, Colorado crowd. Ooh, my dad was just there too in Denver. Love your show. Try to watch every week. I have been making tons of chapstick holders this season made in the Hoot. Congratulations. I love chapstick holders. Those are super cute and very, very easy to make. I love those. Will there be a fee to join your group? No, there is never a fee to join the babiesbooty.com, the Hoot group. No. The membership that I was discussing earlier is for the YouTube channel. It's completely voluntary. You will have access to other perks like exclusive videos, behind the scenes footage, and also there will be random one-on-one live chats with just those specific members. If you're a member of a certain tier, there will be live for those. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we're looking at doing. Monica's in here and my mom is in here. That's so cool. And my auntie is in here too, even though she's not chatting. But yes, there's a lot that's going to be going with that membership. So super excited. And hey, Monty, love you too. Very, very much. You're welcome, Diana Henderson. Lori Hill, hi from Canada. Welcome. I do embroidery with a Ricoma, sublimation, vinyl, and wood signs. Neat. Oh, broke my ankle, so I'm out of commission right now. Love your live chats and all your help and tutorials. Thank you very much, Lori Hill. Please, if you get an opportunity, send me a picture of your wood signs. I would love to see that. If you haven't already. I know somebody else sent me a picture. It was a welcome sign though. It was like skinny and tall, and I guess you lean it to the outside of your door. That was really neat to see. Kendra says, I started with GIMP thanks to Angelo. GIMP is free, so that's another one that you can do other than, like I said, Microsoft Publisher or Photoshop. You can use GIMP. It is free. Debbie Barnett says, looks like I missed most of it. Not really. We were just chatting. So that's pretty much it on that. Justin McCoy says, Lori Hill, hope you get better. So yes, definitely. Have you ever digitized original art? Debbie says. When you're saying original art, you mean like a painting that someone has painted? Because I have not done it. I can do it, but I have not done that. No. I'm trying to think. Actually, let me think. No, I haven't done original art, not digitizing anyway. Sublimated, yes, I have sublimated original art, but not digitized and embroidered original art. Deshelle, sorry I had to pause, but I'm here mostly for sublimation and bling. No worries. Thank you for your response. I appreciate it. Aisha, my husband, my business partner, and I are thinking of attending the ISS show in Fort Worth, Texas in August this year. Will you be there? I don't know. That sounds like a fun trip to take, so I may put that on my calendar. Boop. Alexa, remind me tomorrow about the Fort Worth, Texas show.
When tomorrow should I remind you?
3 p.m.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Thank you, Alexa. All right, so I'll look into it. We'll see how that goes. And I'll see if I can be at the Fort Worth show. Now, I will be at the show in March in Biloxi, Mississippi. I'm teaching 2 classes in Biloxi, March the 13th and the 14th. I think it's the 13th and the 14th. And that is the Everything Embroidery show in Biloxi, Mississippi. What printer is recommended for sublimation? If you can swing the price, the Sawgrass is an excellent printer to use. The Sawgrass is a very good printer brand, and a lot of folks use Sawgrass with no issues whatsoever. I personally can't swing that price, or couldn't swing that price, or didn't want to swing that price. Let me put it that way. And so I have the Epson 7710, which is converted over to a sublimation printer. Super easy to do. You just get the regular Epson, then you buy empty ink cartridges and put the sublimation ink in those empty cartridges, and then put those in the machine. And that technically is how you convert it over to a sublimation printer. Debbie Barnett, I'm fairly new to embroidery. Welcome. I have a Viking Design Deluxe. I'm also set up for sublimation. I'm wanting to use my own artwork, so that is why I asked about digitizing. You can use your own artwork. That's not an issue whatsoever. The thing is, you will need to learn digitizing. So digitizing is a whole nother beast and a whole nother area of expertise. And digitizing is not something necessarily that you learn overnight. Now, if you were able to utilize Sew Art and learn how to use that, it can auto digitize for you. So that may be a better option for you, especially if your artwork is very detailed. So give those guys a look. There is a free 30-day trial. I think it's 30 days. There's a free trial on Sew Art. They update stuff so often, and I don't keep up with it because I bought it, so I don't look at the trial version. But thebabiesbooty.com, if you go up to the top where it says Sew What Pro, you can click there and drop down and select Sew Art, and you can get the not the tutorial, the trial version there. Sarita, where can we get rhinestone transfers from? So rhinestone transfers, are you speaking of? Now, I'm going to address your question. Rhinestone transfers, there's people mix up the two. The transfer is actually the rhinestones on the sticky plastic, and you would take the rhinestones in already in the design on the sticky plastic, and all you would do is just press it to the shirt. That is the actual transfer. Or are you talking about the rhinestone template, which is the orange flock, or pink now, the pink flock with the holes already in it, so that all you have to do is just brush the stones in it yourself, and then pick the stones up and make your own transfer from the template. Okay, so which question are you asking? Because either way, if you're wanting a transfer, which is the stones just on the plastic and all you have to do is press it, I'm trying to think who would be a good person to sell those. I'll have to ask you to email me that question, and I'll see about referring you to someone who does sell transfers. If you're talking about the template, then you can go to, I think you can go to myfileaddiction.com, which should be in the description below, which she should be. You can go to her website. She sells the designs, and if I'm not mistaken, she sells the templates as well, where she'll cut out the templates and ship them to you. If she doesn't, then let me know and I'll find someone who does cut out the templates and ship them to you. So I just want to be sure that I'm asking, answering the right question. Melinda made my first photo mug today. Congratulations. And used my Hamilton oven. Pictures came out red. Any idea what happened? I had the temp for 400 for 15 minutes. Use Cosmos Sublimation ink. Okay, so make sure that whatever mug you used, that you have the right time for, okay, well, in the oven, I think it is 15 minutes, but make sure that your timing is right for it being in the oven. If your timing is correct, like for instance, you went to dietrans.com, you ordered their mugs, and they said if you put it in the oven, do it 400 for 15 minutes, and that's fine, then it could be the program that you're printing the picture out in. So, let's see, what I would say is find something simple to sublimate on, like something cheap, not a mug, definitely, because mugs are not cheap, but find something really simple to sublimate, like a piece of polyester or something like that from the fabric store, and reprint that same picture and press it onto the polyester, the piece of fabric. See if it's still reddish like that, because it could be, number one, maybe you're overcooking it, because what I found is if you cook it too long, it will bring out like a reddish tone to it, like, because you're kind of burning it, so to speak. If that's not what it is, if you press it and it's still turning out red, then it's the software program that you're using and the colors are not balanced correctly and it's not going to come out correctly. Because I did a I thought it was right here. I could have swore I had that right here near me. I did a photo slate of a picture and it turned out super red, and I didn't notice it at first when I first did it, and I was like, oh, this looks great. But then after I went back and looked at the original picture, I'm like, wait a minute, this is too red. And then I had my daughter resend the picture to me, because the first person that sent me the picture, it had like a reddish tone, barely reddish tone that I could barely see in the picture. But then when my daughter sent her picture and I compared it side by side, my daughter's picture was more true to color. It didn't have that reddish undertone. So I don't know why the first person's phone texted it to me with that reddish tone. It's weird. It's the exact same picture, but one had a more of a reddish, and the printer and the image picked it up. So when I pressed it, it picked up that red, and it puts you in the mind of those old school pictures from when you were growing up and the picture was kind of red. That's pretty much how it looked. So there's a couple of reasons of what could have done that. Either number one, it's in there too long, or number two, your picture just has too much of a red tone to it. And in Photoshop, there is a way to reduce that red. I went on the YouTube and looked at a tutorial how to do it, so I can't walk you through that, but I was able to kind of learn how to do it and take that red out of the picture, and it fixed it. So Melinda says, no, sorry, that was the question I just read. Marianne, hello, I made a live. Yes, you did. Hey, Marianne, so excited to see even everyone hit the like button. Holler. Welcome. Angelia, can you give more information about the craft fair happening in March in Louisiana? It is the Everything Embroidery Market. The Everything Embroidery Market show is totally awesome. As you can tell by the name, it's primarily embroidery. However, There is a couple of other vendors there that deal in vinyl and vinyl type stuff. So like Craft Chameleon was at the Everything Embroidery Market show that I went to in South Carolina last year or year before I think it was. And they do acrylic blanks and stuff like that. So it's more, just a little bit more than embroidery, but for the most part it's embroidery stuff. So embroidery suppliers like Redline will be there. That's who I'll be there with. And then there's also most likely, possibly Willcom will be there. Possibly Embrilliance, I think is the name of that program, will be there. Quilting companies will be there because there's a lot of quilters who deal with embroidery stuff like that. So it's just anything for the most part. Embroidery supplies. I've seen Hoot, Durkee usually sets up at places like that, those type trade shows. So, and then they have classes as well that they'll offer, and people can come and enroll in the classes. And with everything embroidery, the classes are not free. You do have to pay to be in those classes. So everything embroidery, I love it. It was a good time. I'm going to give you one tip with that everything embroidery show. Bring money, and two tips. Bring money and bring a rolling bag. Bring a rolling bag. Do not get a shopping bag that you're going to carry on your arm. You will be in pain by the end of the show. I'm just being completely honest. Get a rolling bag so that you're not carrying that and cutting the circulation on your arms, because I racked up. I absolutely had a ball with the embroidery show. So yes, get a rolling bag and bring money. Let's see. I got a Singer Anointed Song. I got a Singer SEQ 6000 with all the digitizing software for fonts, photos, art, etc. 300 for under. Then life happens, so I need to get it out of the box and get started. Oh man, yes, I completely understand life happening, and I completely understand having to make the most out of what you have to make money. So definitely, if there's anything we can do to help, get you encouraged and get you some stuff that's pretty simple to make, like the chapstick holders. You can't go wrong in a way with those chapstick holders. Those are really good. So they're very inexpensive, very easy to work up, and you can use scraps of vinyl to make them. So it's a good financial turnaround, as long as you have, like, for instance, if there's a school nearby, then you can get, something that could represent the school and sell it to the kids, or, well, not the kids because you don't want to target children, but like a high school, you could. Little things like that. There's all kinds. We need to do a video on ideas of what to do to make money pretty quick with your embroidery machines. So that needs to be done. I'm gonna have to do that. Dextra says, I love HTV. The weeding is therapeutic. And a lot of people say that. My mom loves to weed. I don't have the patience. I don't. Leila says, your teaching on Welcome Hatch video helped me a lot with my Genome MBX program, which is basically the same as Hatch. That's awesome. And that's the cool thing about digitizing. Digitizing is almost the same no matter what program you go with, because the basics is the same. And that's what I do like about digitizing. However, not all programs offer the same digitizing tools. So that's where the complications come in using the different software programs. So yeah, that can be a pain. Cindy says, hi from Cairns. I know I'm saying it wrong and I'm butchering it, but hello Cindy, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good to see you. A Garden for Mom. Eve, do you know if Soul Art is compatible with the Mac? No, it is not. But if you have an emulator, a Windows emulator on your Mac computer, you can use Soul Art and Soul Art Pro. So from what I understand, those are Windows-based programs only, but Macintosh knows that there are Windows-based programs out there, so you can get an emulator to run on the Macintosh to mimic Windows, and you can run the program within that emulator program. So I haven't done that. I've seen it done, but I've not done, and it wasn't with Sword Pro. I saw a Windows emulator being used, but I don't know how to tell anybody how to do it. I'm sorry. So if you, from what I understand, people who have a Mac know about emulators. So if you have an emulator, yes, you can. Do you have to use a certain program to do sublimation? Dedra asked. No, you do not have to have a certain program. You pretty much just need to have images that are good and clear. Actually, you can do ratty images too that are not super clear. They'll just sublimate the exact same way they look. But no, there's no certain program you have to use. It just needs to be a photo editing program of some sort so that you can make sure to resize the program to fit whatever it is that you're sublimating. So if you're doing like this coaster, for instance, it's round, and most pictures are not round. So you want to be able to blow the picture up to fit the entire base of this cutting board, so that when you see it through the other side, it'll look good. Or you'll have like a little picture right here in the middle, which you can. But that's the whole point in the software program. It does not need to be a specific program, no. Will says, my issue with vinyl is so many people are doing it and they have no issue to charge at a very cheap price to undercut to the point I can't compete with them. Overhead is real. That is true. Carmen says, sublimation, yes, turnaround is great. Gave my daughter-in-laws and daughter a bracelet with family pictures for Christmas. They loved them, and the cost for each bracelet was under $2, but priceless. I love sublimation, especially, and I hate to say this. I really, 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 really hate to say this, but I love to say this because of the meaning behind it. Sublimation is perfect for people who have lost loved ones in death. Perfect for those people. And I hate to say that because you don't want to harp or prey on folks who have suffered a loss. But I love to say it because to see someone receive a gift with an image of someone that they have lost and it means so much to them, that is priceless to me. That meant so much to me because, of course, as I mentioned in my last live, we just went through that. A very, very dear friend lost their son, and their son was very close to me and my kids, and to give them a gift with his photo on it was just like, it was an honor for me, in my opinion. I felt it was an honor. So that type situation is perfect for sublimation. So unfortunately, it can be a good money maker if that's something that you choose to do, is target that particular audience market. But even if you're not targeting that market and you have family and friends, it's a perfect opportunity to give a sublimation gift and possibly get business from other folks for other things that have nothing to do with the loss. But because of the loss and them seeing the gift, that could, create business opportunity for you. Salty Gravy says, I don't mind the weeding, but it is time consuming. I know that's right. It's irritating. Very, very irritating. Man, I have just so far behind because I talk too much. My vinyl isn't sticking. I think it may be the brand. Should I switch to Caesar? I use Caesar. Crude. I use Caesar vinyl. That's the only vinyl I use. I have yet to have a Caesar vinyl shirt come back to me where they're saying the shirt is peeling. Number one, because I preheat my shirts. I pre-press my shirts for 10 seconds to get all the moisture out. Then I press, and I usually use on t-shirts, I usually use Easy Weed Stretch or something like that. But by taking the moisture out first, I have yet to have a shirt come back to me with my Caesar vinyl. So that's all I use. Let's see. Carmen, Epson 771. I bought at Walmart for under $85. Oh, nice. That's the 7710. How you get it for under $85? Okay. I'm not gonna complain. I love my printer. Sheila says, hi, just started following you and didn't know you were, I'm assuming saying you were on. Thank you for following me. I definitely appreciate it. I came on late. I've been coming on late lately, but we'll see if this time frame works. So we'll see. Will says, you have an Alexa? I do too. I love it. Yes. Oh Lord, I keep saying her name and I don't want to wake her up, but yes, I have two. My daughter bought me two as a gift, and I have one here in the shop and one in the house, and I love her. She's awesome sauce. And she just added that reminder to my list. Uh-oh, sorry. Yeah, I was going to change my trigger word too, but I just love saying her name. It's just so cool. Cruz says, Echo Light Vinyl. Never heard of it. Sheila says, hi from Mississippi. Just recently started following your YouTube, but didn't know you go live. When you go live, and will it stay up? Yes, it does stay up on the YouTube. And unless I delete it on accident, like I did a show a couple of weeks ago. But it usually stays up, and I try to go live. I was going live at 8, but I think we're going to adjust to 9. A lot of that depends on how my schedule goes this week. Then I'll know for sure whether or not I'll be switching to 10 or staying at 9. What is the best ink brand for sublimation? I absolutely love Cosmos Ink. CosmosInk.com actually, I believe, is the name of the website. He has excellent ink for sublimation, rich, beautiful colors. So yes, PJ Coppage, I love my new Alexa. She was a gift from my BFF. Congratulations, because I love her too. Let us see. Try to Rooster, Debbie says. It's a mess using Premiere Plus 2 Ultra. I think I paid too much money. I wish I had your advice last April. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully we can still get some use out of it despite the what you have going on with it now. I'm sorry. Is there a particular blade used for cutting a rhinestone template on the Cricut Maker, or is the fine point blade okay to use? I use the regular fine point blade with my Cricut Air. So I would assume it's the exact same with the Cricut Maker. What I do is I put it on the bonded fabric setting with my fine point blade, and that's how I cut my rhinestone template. And I just peel it off and the dots stay behind. So I don't have an issue doing, I don't have to double cut. A lot of people say you have to double cut. I do not double cut my circles, and I use the bonded fabric section. Miss Parker. Hi, Miss Parker. Miss E, miss watching you for a while. Well, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. Shamina says, hello, even everyone. I'm late once again. Do you have a tutorial on embroidering team logos on towels, such as the face of the Panthers? Do have to do applique first? Is it a way, or do I digitize? Okay, so you're saying you don't have to do applique first unless you just want to. Applique is totally your decision. Applique is a substitute for fill stitches, and I wish I had an example to show you what I mean, but you can fill in the background of the panther face with stitches, or you can just use fabric and then only embroider the highlights of the face, like the whiskers, the nose, that type stuff. You don't have to do applique unless you just want to make your job faster. But you have to trim around the applique fabric, and that could pose a problem because of the pile around. You could cut the pile on the towel by accident. But it can be done. Don't think it can't. And you can possibly purchase that. The only problem is team logos are copywritten, so you'll have to be careful in doing that, those team logos. But I don't have a tutorial on embroidering team logos specifically because they are copyrighted. Deborah, you have a good night. Thank you for joining us for the time that you were here. Thank you very much. Teresa Spencer, hey Eve, I'm here from Las Vegas. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for joining us this evening. Laura says, good idea to discuss ideas to earn money. Yes, we'll definitely need to do that. Sheila Cushionberry, that would be awesome to have a live video or directed at marketing for newbies. Yeah, I think it will. We're going to have to definitely put a pin in that. And I would say that to my new assistant from Amazon, but I don't want to trigger anybody else's assistant, so I'll have to tell her that later. And probably by then I'll forget to tell her. That's why I have to tell her right away, because I'll forget. Sheila says, sorry, early morning. I would like to know about the embroidery chapstick. I will check from tomorrow. Okay, so Sheila, when you check in, go to designsbylittleb.com. The link is definitely in the description below. Designsbylittleb.com, and she has tons and tons of chapstick holders available to purchase that are really easy to work up and embroider. And she also has excellent directions on how to make them. Debbie D, hi Debbie D, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this late. I appreciate it. And you're welcome. A Garden for Mom. The Scrapping Diva FMA, hello, how are you? First, I love your videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. Second, I have a Ricoma MT1502 next week. Super excited that I packed up the FAF machine. You didn't pack up the old baby, did you? Don't pack up the old baby. The old baby can work too. But congratulations. Let us know when the Ricoma gets there. Let us know when it gets there so that we can ring the bell for you. Can you use a regular iron for sublimation, Miss Eve? Yolanda asks. I am going to say no. And the reason why I'm going to say no is usually for sublimation, you need the heat to be 400 degrees in most instances. And you need it to be steady, even pressure. Some things need heavier pressure than others. Okay. So that's where a heat press, you get a bigger surface, more even, more even pressure. And you set the temperature and you know that's what the temperature is. Now, even though I'm saying no, I'm not going to say that you can't. And the reason why I'm going to say that the reason why I'm not going to say that you can't is because as long as you have this or something like this, this is a temperature heat gun. Okay. So I can use this heat gun to aim it at something and see what the temperature is. This bell, for some strange reason, is 83 degrees. So you can check the temperature of your iron if it's hot enough and you see that the iron is 400 degrees and you have the time and energy to stand there and hold something on one spot and then move it and hold it for 15 seconds and then move it to the next one or however long, because usually you sublimate 400 degrees 60 seconds on the majority of stuff that you're going to sublimate. So you'll have to leave it on that spot for roughly 60 seconds to get a good even pressure, good even press, and let the ink develop and get absorbed into whatever the polyester coating or material that you're using. So that's why I'm going to say no, because it's just so much involved in doing that. But if you get like a Cricut Easy Press, which technically is a big wide flat iron, you can do it with the Easy Press, okay? Because you have more of a surface. And it's more, you can set the temperature at 400 and you can, speaking of which, I bought the mini and let somebody borrow it and they ain't give it back. I'm gonna have to text her and get my stuff, because that was $60. She owed me money. But anyway, let's see. Christian. Hi Christian, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Valda Davis, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us. D. Ashley, you as well. I'm new to your channel, love it, great advice. Thank you, I appreciate that. A lot of hard knocks to come with that advice. I wanted a convection oven. What is the best one to get? I was recommended to get the Hamilton Beach oven that is behind me. I got this one from Walmart for $79, I think it was, dollars. And it's the extra large capacity, which it held a full tumbler, full height tumbler standing straight up. I didn't have to lay it over or nothing. And that worked really well. You can set it at 400 degrees on convection and it works beautifully. That was referred to me by Conde Systems and I haven't had any issues out of it, and it sublimated beautifully. So I would recommend that one, but I've seen people use air fryers. I've seen other types of convection ovens that, as long as you can set the temperature to 400, far as I understand, you're good with any of them. So you just want to make sure that you can get that temperature at 400 degrees, because that's the majority of, as I mentioned, items are going to sublimate at that temperature. D. Ashley says, also, what is the best digitizing software that you recommend? Mine is very old and horrible. Need to upgrade. That depends on how much you're willing to invest. If you have $1,000, then I personally would suggest Wilcom Hatch. It's $1,000. There's also Chroma, which I've been doing some videos on. Chroma is $2,000 if I'm remembering correctly. And then there's also Sew Art, which is the companion program to Sew What Pro. That one is $79, and it's a little more easier to use. It's only a few buttons, and it's more of an auto digitizer, so to speak. So you can choose that as well. And there's trials, limited day trials with all three of those software programs. So you're welcome to give each one of the three a shot. I do not sell Wilcom Hatch. Digitizing Made Easy, I believe, is the website, and you can get the trial there. Or Sew Art, I do have the trial on my website for that, and you can sign up for that and give that a shot. Angelia Baker, how is it coming with your Silhouette 4? I've heard it was not as easy to use as the 3 was. I'm waiting on my brother's Scan and Cut 125E DX to be delivered next week. Well, things are great with the Silhouette 4. I've used it a good couple of times, so about 4 or 5 times. I cut rhinestone templates with it. I've cut vinyl with it, and I also cut out stickers with it, which I don't have right here in front of me. So I've used it for quite a few things, and I do like it. It is a learning curve. It is a learning curve, as with anything. So like learning how to embroider from the 4x4 single needle to the multi-needle 6 needle to the 15 needle, there was a learning curve with all three. Now the basics are still the same, so you kind of got the basics in there. But when you're dealing with different software interfaces, as the difference between Cricut and Silhouette, it is a learning curve. So that's been a little hard, only because I haven't really had the time to delve into it like I want to and really get into the meat of using the Silhouette 4. So I've had a lot of large orders just before the holidays, last minute type orders, our favorite. And after the holidays, I unplugged for the most part. I was like, I'm not doing anything for anybody until after the first of the year. So technically, my first day back is going to be tomorrow in business. And it really needs to be Wednesday, but tomorrow I really kick back off. But I had a long time customer reach out to me Saturday and needed her stuff by this morning. So yeah, I was busy and couldn't really, so stuff like that kind of kept me from getting back into the Silhouette 4 and really learning it like I need to. But I plan to go to a retreat in Tennessee, hopefully February, I think she said. Hopefully in February, there's a retreat I'll be going to in Tennessee. And as soon as I get more information about the dates and the location, I'll let you guys know, because if you could be there, that would be really cool to see you guys. Suitcase Soise, go to bed. I know I need to go to bed, and I'm coming because it's going on. It's past 11:30, so I'll be coming to bed. Felicia says, Eve, you just sold me on buying a printer to sublimate. I designed ceramic tiles with the 651 for grave sites, so the sublimation will elevate my craft. And you see what I'm saying? The loss industry, the funeral industry, the bereavement, all of that just really plays well with sublimation, and that's a sad fact, but it's a very lucrative fact as well. So yeah, sublimation is really good. Wanda, how do you price sublimation? Pricing sublimation, a lot of that depends on the, okay, so there's a lot that goes into pricing sublimation. Number one, of course, the cost of your blank. So a Dollar Tree item like this Dollar Tree cutting board would price differently than the $7 cutting board that I did with the hibiscus flower on it. So that cutting board is $7, this one is $1. So of course that one's going to cost way more in sublimation price, and it was bigger. The other problem, the other part of pricing your sublimation is any editing and stuff that goes into it. So for instance, with Felicia and the way she does with her ceramic tiles for the grave sites, you know, if she puts a picture of a person, she can charge, just to put a picture of a person on a tile, she can charge 10 maybe for a ceramic tile. But if she went the step further by adding, you know, fading out the picture around the edges and adding clouds around the edges, maybe wings, a little saying, or birds, you know, whatever, adding all of that extra element to it, editing that picture and getting it ready and perfect to put on that tile. Okay, so she just went from $10 worth of work to $30 worth of work, because it takes a lot of expertise and time and energy to be able to edit that photo and get it just right to sublimate. So when you're going to price your sublimation out, you have to consider the time of designing anything, especially if they're not giving it to you in a design worthy state. So a lot of times people will send you a trashy, low resolution cell phone photo from their cell phone from 5 years ago, and you have to make miracles with that photograph. But of course, fortunately now with folks having better phones with better resolution, it makes it a little bit easier. But then they'll send you a picture of a group photo and they only want that person in the picture because that's the person that passed away, and you gotta wipe everybody else out and okay, so all of that has to be kept in mind. So there's no one, technically one set price for sublimation. There is some basic pricing to go by, but you add to it based on you know, what all has to be done in graphics and adding wording and stuff like that. So it can be interesting. We'll have to put together a price guide in our sublimation video and see about helping you guys out with learning how to price your sublimation. Carol Coleman says she uses an air fryer. A lot of folks is using that air fryer. Yes, they are. Teresa, can someone tell me if the Echo Tank by Epson is good for sublimation? From what I understand, it is. It is a good sublimation printer, and you don't have to refill cartridges with that printer. Miss Social Deb says she's done the ceramic tiles also with 651. It's been awesome to do. That's cool to know, Miss Social Deb. I didn't know you did those too. That's cool. Do you digitize for a fee? Valda says. I'm going to say yes, but what I've been doing lately is referring people to jjdigitizing.com. The letter J, digitizing.com is who I've been referring people to, because I have been like overwhelmed with work and haven't had time to digitize. I just haven't. So I do under normal circumstances, but lately I haven't had the time. So referring people out right now. So you guys, it is going on 11:45 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Marge, same with embroidery. You get a picture and they ask for it to be embroidered. Not good enough to digitize. Yeah, that's true. But that's a part of what we do in our custom embroidery and custom garment decor and stuff like that. Graphic artists, graphic work is kind of goes hand in hand, and I am trash when it comes to graphics. So I'm learning how to do this stuff with sublimation, but the problem is I'm not in my opinion, I'm not creative enough to do some of this graphic work that other people are doing. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, but if it's detailed enough, I can refer it out to a graphic artist and say, hey, well, I mean, to get what you want, I need to send your stuff to a graphic artist. Are you willing to pay extra for it? They'll either say yay or no, and go from there. So, but I appreciate you guys tuning in with me tonight. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you, answering questions, greeting all the new folks, ringing the bell for all the new babies. And we did not talk about the cruise. I completely forgot. Did not talk about the cruise and ran out of time, honestly. So what I'll end up having to do probably is do a standalone video, really quick video, reintroducing the cruise, letting you guys know the dates and times, May 18th through the 21st, I believe it is, in May. It's a Monday through Friday cruise. There are classes aboard. You're running out of time. The lower prices are gone now because we started this last year. But you definitely still can get in on the cruise. There is definitely still room. It is a Carnival cruise on Celebrity, and it is sailing from Port Canaveral, Florida to the Bahamas. So if you're interested, I do have a website you can go to. It's customcraftcruise.com. customcraftcruise.com. So if you are interested in going, you can click there. And CRAFTCRUISE. Can't type and talk at the same time. So if you're interested, you can click there, find out more information, and there's a link there that you can follow to go to the actual booking website to get your space reserved on the cruise, so that you can get your welcome packet kit in your cabin waiting on you. So really excited about that, and classes are up and available and for sale as well. So we already have our classes, our class schedule. We have the cruise set up. So I'm super excited about going on this cruise with everyone. So, and looking forward to meeting everyone. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a huge group so far. So definitely get in now if you're trying to get in and sail away with us. So thank y'all for joining us this evening. I really appreciate it. The website for the person that digitizes is jjdigitizing.com, jjdigitizing.com, and definitely best beginner size heat press. That's a given. It's pretty much what you can afford. And I hate to say it like that, but that's pretty much how that works, because you can sublimate with, like I said, an easy press, and that's a 9x9 if I'm not mistaken. They have a small one. So definitely go with what you can afford right now, and you should be okay. Now, when you get into it and you start making your money, then you can upgrade and get a bigger one. So yes, definitely. So you guys have a great night. I definitely appreciate your time. I always enjoy having you in here and being involved in our chat. Next week, look forward to memberships and being able to sign up and be a member of our channel, where you will get a badge showing how long you've been a member, and you'll also have special emojis to click on and use in your chat. So I look forward to you all being members of our channel, and for those who select to be at a special tier, they get to get the special purple bell. So look forward to ringing bells with y'all as time goes on and we celebrate the new babies together. So I look forward to seeing you all next week about the same time, possibly. It'll either be 9 or 10, but I'll have an introductory video to let you know for sure. And again, we hope that you guys have happy embroidering until the next time I see you, or sublimating, or blinging. So thank y'all for joining us this evening, and you have an excellent night. Bye.